Hello, my name is Heather and I'm an oil painter and a mixed media artist. Today I'm going to show you how to create an altered book art journal. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos. And let's get right to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the book. This is what we are going to create. Have a little pocket on the inside. And I used mixed media paper and grid paper, and I did the grid paper so that you could create notes on the art pieces inside of the book. So perhaps write about the colors that you used, what the art piece means, stuff like that. And so I did that throughout the whole book. It's just a mixed media paper and then a piece of grid paper. Okay, so this is the art journal. Now I'm going to show you how to create it. The first thing that you're going to need is a book, and I have cut all the pages out of this book. And now I just have the book cover. And this is what it looks like. See on the front of my book where there's two blue squares? Well, I have cut 2 squares out of a cereal box that will fit that, and I'm going to create my cover on a cereal box. And I'm just doing some simple collage. Okay, so the next step is to take some Tyvek tape and cover the spine. On my particular book, there is already a little piece of chipboard in there. If for any reason yours does not have a little piece of chipboard, just glue in a little piece of chipboard and then put the Tyvek tape over it, just to give your spine some extra strength. The next step is to cut some fabric strips that will cover your spine. And I'm going to do this on the inside and on the outside of the book. Okay, so the next step is to take our cereal box covers that we created and get some Fabri-Tac glue, and we're going to glue these on. We're going to glue one on the front and one on the back. And I also took mine to my sewing machine and sewed around it. That's totally optional. I just did it for another element of texture. And then I'm just going to use some clips and kind of clip the cereal box down to the book just until the glue dries. Then I have a piece of burlap, and I'm going to glue this on my front cover using Fabri-Tac glue. And then I have this beautiful image from Mrs. Cogs. I believe it's a painter set that she has. And I will put that in the description box as well. I really love this image of the woman holding the paintbrushes and her palette. Very sweet. Okay, so now I have a piece of chipboard that I have cut to fit inside the spine. And then I've put 3 dots where I'm going to sew my signature into that piece of chipboard. And basically what we're doing is we're creating a hidden spine. That way you don't have to sew all the way through the book. And since I'm using mixed media paper, this paper is incredibly thick. So because you can use paints and inks and everything else on it, so it's a little difficult to get my all through. So I'm really having to work at it. I have my crocodile, and I'm just going to punch holes where I have my 3 little marks. Okay, and then you're going to get some twine, and you need 3 lengths the size of your journal. My needle, and I'm just going to sew this signature into the piece of chipboard. So you're going to start in the middle. You're going to come up on the top hole. Go back through the middle hole. And there's my little girl. Oh my goodness. And then through the bottom hole. And then you're just going to tie a really good knot. So now you have your signature sewn in to this little piece of chipboard. Then the next step is to get some Fabri-Tac glue. And you're going to cover your spine and that little piece of chipboard really well with some Fabri-Tac glue. And I don't think I mentioned earlier, but if your book doesn't have like pretty inside covers for the front and the back, then you can always cover that with some pretty papers. I just liked this red. I thought it went with the book, so I just kept the inside covers as they were. So you're going to put this signature with the chipboard inside your spine, glue it down, and you're going to lift the sides of the book up, and you're going to let it sit like this for at least an hour straight up. So just get, two heavy things and stick it in between the two heavy things and let the book stand straight up. Then come back to your book in an hour. Okay, so here is the final altered book art journal. Here's the front, and here's the back. Some pretty Tim Holtz fabric on the side. And when you open it up, I created this little pocket and just put a little journaling card in there. And then the paper is just mixed media paper and then a piece of grid paper. Mixed media paper and a piece of grid paper. And I did this so that when you're creating your works, you can take notes about the work of art that you created. I hope this video inspires you to create an altered book art journal. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!